Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Century Countess. Today is November 1st, so I thought we'd once again do a makeup video, or at least try, with this very tiny, this very tiny eyeliner pencil. One sec, you guys. Speaking of which, I do gotta sharpen this. Alright, that's been sharpened. We also have some snacks. I got this last night. This is part of our alternative Halloween, or improvised Halloween. One sec, I really need some of these right now. Okay. So, unfortunately, there are no pictures of me in costume. And the reason is the wickedness that is Seattle weather. Normally, early November, not early as in before November, we will get our weather season, which is rain. Very rarely do we get storms. I mean snow. Very rarely. I'm still waking up, you guys, and I'm gonna explain why I'm a little frazzled. So yes, we don't get snow too often. Our winter weather is always rain. It's either rain or hail. And if we do get snow, it's not the fun snow. It's the nasty snow that, fuses with the wet ground, turns into deadly ice. If it falls into car leakage, it turns into black, slimy snow. So, yeah, nothing special. And so, anyway, as I was saying, we were not going, it was raining Halloween night. Unfortunately, it was a little sprinkle, so we weren't too worried in the beginning. But then, as it got later in the day, we had a heavy downpour. And let's face it, you guys, we do not want to stand in a club line waiting to get in the club in heavy downpour, especially when you're wearing costumes that could have a risky we didn't want to put our costumes or our health at risk in heavy downpour. And what I mean by that, it's like, we worked very hard on our costumes. It would be a shame that they got ruined, and also cold and wetness, that while standing in the line, I'm not willing to get sick. Also, my poor drag sister, they weren't feeling too well, so, they weren't able to go out either. So, what me and my friend Chunky did, we went to visit them. They were staying with a mutual friend, and we gave them their birthday gifts. That really cheered them up. We made their day that day. They're also sad they weren't, that we all weren't able to go out, but we have plans to redo it. We have plans to redo our Halloween night just as much as we have plans to redo our golf anniversary. So, yeah, I'm telling you guys, this year's October was shit. It wasn't just me who had a bad October, like a stressful October. Other people that I know have had a bad, stressful October. And, it's going to be a very stressful November, too, you guys, because, one, for those of you who don't live in the U.S., some of us who are on low income survive on food stamps. It's very helpful. However, due to the shutdown, understandably so, why there's a shutdown, if there wasn't a shutdown, assholes that are in office would be getting their way. Um, and anyway, but due to the shutdown, there are some things that have caused some effects on us, and that is not getting food stamps. And we have just been informed yesterday that from the place that does food stamps that there may not be food stamps until further notice, until the shutdown stops or everything starts to run. We are literally defenseless. Oh, look at that. Look at that mess, you guys. We're going to have to do something about that. This is what happens when your eyeliner's on the last line. You have to kind of improvise of how it's going, and goodness. Alright. That's out of the way. We got a brush here. Let's see what we can do. So, where did I put... it's not a traditional makeup video if I can't remember where I put shit. So anyway, yes, so our altered Halloween plans were the following. We bought a lot of junk food. And if you guys saw my live, I had a craving for snowballs. They're hard to find these days, but I found some. I got 4 of them. Well, not 4 of them, 2 of them, so that's 4 each. I already ate 2 last night, and I ate 3. And this is my last one, so I have it with coffee. And what's left of my gummies. I bought Gummy Sharks. Oh my god, Gummy Sharks are so good. They are super good. I used to hate them as a kid, but now it's like, they're just delicious. I ended up tricking myself, thinking, well, since I'm an adult now, maybe I might like black licorice. So I tried black licorice for the first time in years. My mother and my grandmother loved black licorice. Oh my god, the smell. Whenever black licorice was in our house, there was lots of it, whenever it was. And if it was like, if it was the container was like open more than once, the smell that would be like buried into the container would come out. So our entire house smelled like black licorice. But I will be honest, you guys, I prefer red licorice or any other licorice, but I cannot eat black licorice. Even now as an adult, I tried it just to see how it would work, and it's just not me. It's just nothing that I'm not intrigued by. I just don't like it. So, not judging anyone who likes it and is able to eat it. It's just, I'm kind of shocked that I can't. I don't like it. And I drink absinthe, so it's like, okay, absinthe is kind of like black licorice in a way. It smells like black licorice, but I don't know, you guys. It's just so weird. Alright, how are we going to do this today? Why the hell am I sweating? One sec, you guys. Residents must have their heats on, so whenever they turn on their heats, the heater... Now, I don't know, for those of you who don't know, we had a renovation right when quarantine went down. But there was still, like, mask regulations and stuff. Our building decided it would be kind of best to put in a heater that never shuts off. When myself included, and other residents inquired, how do you turn the damn thing off? They say it doesn't turn off. It just continuously runs. I don't understand that. And when they installed it, it was like in the middle of the day. It was middle of the time when spring weather was becoming very annoying, humid summer weather. I was miserable. And I'm sure other residents were miserable. That's why I have my air conditioner on like almost 24/7. Because seriously, I'm very hot-natured, and it's like I don't want the heat, but other people, they want the heat. I can't turn my heater off, and then whenever other people turn their heater off, the pipes, I can't explain it, but because I'm trying to explain how they explained it to me. It's hard to kind of re-explain something that was told to me a while back. But the best thing I can tell you guys is it's ridiculous. And you have to do, and I just recently heard you can do a maintenance report to do it. However, they just came up with something where it's not maintenance responsibility now. Which makes no sense. Basically, they just told us we have to call the people who installed it to uninstall it. And what I mean by uninstall, shut it off, and it comes out of our pocket. Lovely, isn't that? Lovely, isn't it? And this was told to me by somebody who no longer works here, by the way. They no longer work here, so that tells you something. But anyway, I digress. Okay, where was I? So, me and Chunky decided to do an indoor Halloween, like a mini Halloween celebration. We had pizza. They've never seen Terrifier, so we watched Terrifier. And it was good. But like I said, we are planning to redo it. We are planning to do something to make amends, because like I said, unexpected things changed our plans. We were all upset about it, but we plan to redo it, and we plan to redo it with a bang. Alright. And then after they left, I just, I was chilling. I can't remember what all I did last night, because I got smashed. But I do recall, Awkwardly Gothy had a Halloween live stream going on. They were in costume. So I capped the rest of my Halloween off, chatting with them, just hanging out in their, live stream. We shared funny videos. It was a blast, and we're thinking about maybe doing a drunk live stream in the future, which will be awesome. I just have to figure out what type of alcohol am I going to use. But it's probably not going to be too soon, and because like I said, money is tight, and the worst times to have a shutdown is during the holiday season. Everything's going to go up, even food, because if anything is related to make a Christmas dinner or something, it's going to go up. Like, for example, the regular pound of chicken you would get, it's probably going to go up to a ridiculous price, because people are going to be wanting that Christmas chicken. Ugh. And it's not even Christmas yet, but there's already Christmas shit out, and it's almost like they've completely forgot that this is turkey month. Which is another thing that I will not be buying is turkey, because I know that's going to go up in price. I don't even have turkey that often. And when I do, You gotta like literally you gotta treat that thing to that dead bird to a spa to make sure it's not dry as shit. You gotta like take some butter, take some liquidated seasonings that have like a little bit of olive oil in it, and you gotta massage that thing. You gotta massage that dead bird. You gotta load it up. You gotta pack its cavity with like butter and other like oily, like wet substance just to keep it moist. And then every now and then you have to like, pull it out, you have to like scoop out all of its fat in the butter combo and then just pour it back over it, constantly keeping that thing from drying out, because turkey dries out easily. So you have to keep that thing like literally moist. Like literally, the best thing to do is probably to bathe it in is to like put it in a bath of turkey stock with just a drizzle of olive oil. Make it semi-healthy with the olive oil. So we will be dependent on not food stamps, because we're not getting food stamps, so we can't be dependent on it. We're going to be dependent on food banks. We're going to be dependent on so much, you guys. Eating cheaply. And eating cheaply is not easy, you guys, because sometimes people catch on and they're going to be like, let's benefit from this and make it harder for people and raise the prices on the simple shit. For example, $1.45 for like a pack of macaroni could go up to $2 and something after tax. They always find ways to make life harder, you know what I mean? Why am I Yeah, I just mentioned why I'm sweaty. But this is ridiculous. Also, today's the 1st, as I mentioned. I need more. We have to mail out our rent. I already filled out my check. I just gotta go get a money order. And it's the weekend, so the really good lady's working today. I love the really good lady. I can't mention their name, for privacy reasons, of course, but they're awesome. I just hope when I do go down, they are available and they are there. And there's nobody at the front desk that's like, because there's some people, I call them vultures. They could be there just waiting impatiently just for something that's not even important. And like I said, I've been lucky, very lucky, to avoid the person that I've mentioned back in October, the one who's been like soliciting a service that is good, but I didn't have time last month. I did not have time. There was just so much shit going on. And they're not going to know, they're not going to understand that. They're going to, like, the moment they find out, if they find out, I didn't fill it out, they're going to literally chew me out, lecture me about it, and it's getting old. It's getting to the point where it's like, look, you talk about this program all year round. There are some people who are they're tired of it. I'm tired of it because it's like I already know the entire details. Because you spend 24/7 eat, drink, and what's the phrase? Eat, drink, and sleep talking about it. Alright. What else can we do with this makeup? I don't know. Hold on. I have to do this on camera, you guys. And I apologize for people who do not like watching people eat. But I have to do this because I haven't done this in years. So this is a snowball for those of you who do not know, and it is delicious. It smells so cakey, like literally I can smell it from here. That's how powerful the cake is. But look at that, look. It is so good, and it has I think it has coconut in it. Like I said, ever since I encountered that lady with that kind of cakey smelling perfume, I have been craving these. So when I saw these, I was like, oh hell yeah. Also, yesterday we had an encounter. I was telling Chunky the story. So, as you guys know, I have a Karen who lives on my floor who's been saying some nasty shit about me. But during COVID, there was a lady who lived next door to her who used to do the same, but she would go intensely about it. She still is, and the reason why I know she still is because she's still living here. She's just on a different floor now. Or she was just visiting whoever was living in that unit. All I can tell you guys is my filter is cracking. But I will say this, the moment I hear that I'm moving and I overhear somebody say some shit, I'm going to call them out on it. I said, for example, this person said, this is the insert insult I've been telling you about. I'm going to turn to them and goes, oh really, what do you know about me? What have you been telling them about me? Because I sure as hell don't know you. I know you're a nasty bitch, that's what I've heard. And especially the Karen. If the Karen makes one more gay insult, I'm going to call her out on what she does, because I have a friend. Now, I didn't know this. I will be honest, you guys. I didn't know this. And I am bringing out her dirty laundry. She doesn't fully live in her unit 24/7. According to my source, and like I said, I did not seek out this information, by the way. She hooks. She goes, there's this area in Seattle. It's Aurora South. It's the Aurora. I forget it was. The Aurora. Somewhere on Aurora, and there's a bunch of people who make a living prostituting. And here she is, making acting like a sophisticated bitch, downsizing me for my sexuality and everything. And here she is, doing very degrading stuff. I'm not judging anybody else, but it's hilarious that here's somebody that's judging me. And they're going out doing the nasty to get money. So, all I can say is, like I said, the filter's going to be out the moment I have secure housing elsewhere. Toleration, nice me, letting them, literally talk shit, and then staff doing not really much of anything. All I can say is people's jaws are gonna drop. People's jaws are gonna drop, and I have nothing to worry about because I'll be moving. If they want to bar me after I've moved, that's fine. I'm not coming back here. I'm not coming back here, even if people beg me and say, oh, I don't want to go all the way up where you are at because of this, because of that. If you want to see me, you have to come to me or meet me somewhere else. Not around this building. Seriously, we'll meet. If you can't come to me, we'll meet elsewhere, but we're not meeting here. I'll be damned if I walk back in here. Like I said, I can't wait. I cannot wait to drop the filter and just let these people that have been nasty to me get nasty back. Like I said, when I have nothing to lose, when people have nothing to lose, they will let people have it. And I cannot wait when it's my turn to give these assholes what's coming. Not physically, but I just hope what I say back to them eats their guts. Because I'm going to try to find, I'm going to literally, I don't know what I've known a little bit of what they've said behind my, behind my back, without even knowing who I am. I'm literally going to have it. I'm literally. Alright. That's it for a makeup. The outfit that I'm going to wear is just basically something that I've been wearing for the past, earlier last week, back in the last days of October. Just my collar, my leather vest, and fingerless gloves. I'm not going to bother throwing that on because, like I said, today is the 1st. I got to get out of here before somebody goes on their lunch break. I need to get my rent mailed off before the mailman comes to do their thing. I will see you guys soon, and you have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.